Welcome to Football Nation Elite. Yet another video. I'm your host, Andy Boy. Today we'll talk about Man City. I want to go on with Man City right now. Pep Guardiola has left the building. Pep last season, Pep was Pep final season at Man City after like about 10 years. About six Premier League and one Champions League, how much FA Cup and League Cup and all of that. Lots of titles. He leave Manchester City with it. Leave Manchester City on top. And in England, if I was to support a team outside of Arsenal, I would have supported Man City. And I realize that most of the younger generation now, the younger set of generation is Man City. Because they can see Man City they play, the type of football they see Man City play, and the winning mentality what Man City had, what have and still have. So Pep has left the building. Bernardo Silva has left as well on a free transfer. He has joined Real Madrid. Man City is in a sort of a rebuilding process because they have a new coach, Maresca from the former the former Chelsea manager. So Maresca is at Man City right now. Man City have signed Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest for 100 and about 16 million dollars, something like that. But that's something 110 in another bracket there. I think he broke the British record before Chelsea signed and signed Rodgers from Aston Villa at the point before. But something like that, in another vicinity, the between 110 or something like that. So I'm not quite sure in the figures, but he was the most expensive player up until Rodgers went to in the same month until Rodgers went to Chelsea. So they signed Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. Good player, top player, like him, good player. Man, you wanted him as well, but you chose Man City. He was at Newcastle, you know. Remember, I was at Newcastle, you know. When I knew this player, he was not that. Most people never really recognized him like that, you know, because he was at Newcastle, and then Eddie Howe had to sell him. He didn't want to sell him to Nottingham Forest because of some the PSR rules, you know. So he sent him to Nottingham Forest. I don't know what money he sent him out Nottingham Forest for. I don't know what money he sent him for. Compared to when he leave for Ghana Man City. And the news is that he didn't want to sell him. But he went to Nottingham Forest, and from there on got into the England squad. And from there on became one of the best midfielders in England thus far. Based on the type of contribution what he has given to Nottingham Forest. Man City, you wanted him at one point, but they backed out of the deal. Maybe because of the price tag. This is understandable. Sometimes you have X amount of money to spend on the transfer in the transfer market, and you don't want to go up above what you want to pay for a particular player because you have other businesses to do. So sometimes you have a 200 million or a 300 million and you want to stagger it amongst like 3 or 4 players, and it's hard to take a majority of that cut and pay it on one player, and then you have other 3, 4 other signings you want to make. So Man U backed out and gave Man City the runner, the clear runner at the player, and they signed him. No hassle, right? So Silva has left the building, Pep has left the building. Maresca has entered the building. And Elliott had entered the building. So now, what's next for Man City? News is, people. The news is Rodri, the top midfielder. The best one of the best midfielder in that position. Only Declan Rice you can really compare him with. I'm thinking just a level above Declan Rice. Maybe Declan Rice can reach him level, but I think Rodri is just above Declan Rice. In that midfield general position. As we saw in the World Cup, how dominant Spain was, and it was because of him. So Rodri now, Real Madrid running for Rodri. Real Madrid running for Rodri, And Rodri say at one point, yo, I got Real Madrid. And Perez, the twiddling in thumbs, I don't know, maybe things say, yeah, because forever since we last maybe season or two, let's go back story, last season or two, Rodri wanted to leave. If he left, most Spanish players, after a while, they want to go back home. Right? If you follow the football and know, most Spanish players, when they reach after a certain age and then think they do everything outside of Spain, after a while, outside of Spain, after a while, they want to go back home. So Rodri want to go back home. That was in the pipelines long time. It was in the media, say, yo, him go home, him go back to Spain. And the most unlikely club was Real Madrid. Because we know Real Madrid still they'll sign the best players in that certain positions, and he's a Spaniard and Galactico kind of thing because they love talk about Galacticos, So Madrid was in a running, so they want him. I think during the World Cup at one point, yes. I think they contacted Man City. But people, football is a fickle thing, And footballers as well. A player will go make the best decision for himself and for his family. We have to remember that. So what happened now? Real Madrid was touting up all through the World Cup, and most of the media outlets and the journalists say, yo, I'm a guy Real Madrid, and Real Madrid is in for him. And Man City is willing to make to sell him. I don't know why Man City want to sell him, because I think one of the best players in the position. But maybe the player talk to the hierarchies them. I don't know. And then come to the understanding and say, yo, he want to move on. And then decide to move him on. That's why maybe then buy Elliott to replace him. So obviously them in a contact with Real Madrid to sell him. Remember, Bruno Guimaraes, left Newcastle for almost $80 million, So how much you think Real Madrid ever pay for or anybody buy Rodri don't pay for him? I have to pay for him. Football Nation Elite. How Mr. Perez a twiddling thumb. You see then transfer you have to move towards it. You see like how Perez take away Diamond from PSG. This look like I same thing don't happen to Perez now. Because here comes Barcelona. Barcelona in the picture now. Based on reports, Rodri has agreed personal terms with Barcelona. According to Ben Jacobs said Barca have agreed terms with Rodri and are in talks with the Man City over signing the Spanish midfielder. Optimism a fee can be agreed, even though Man City prefer to keep Rodri. That's what them say. Be about sometimes Sunday club I love talk, but them prefer to believe. So why put him on the market? You just give him a new contract or improve him deal since you want him. That's what you normally do. Like then do Vinicius. You just improve him deal and give him some more money. So if you want to keep him. So that's talk. This more talk them talk. So anyways, Barca to accelerate talks with Man City after Rodri agreed the move. Barca move ahead of Real Madrid. People, me love that transfer. Me love the transfer window. Me love it. Me love it, me not lie, because, you know, if you are big, if you have a club or you're a big club, you know, or you're a club, you have to remember, say, there are other clubs out there, you know, what players will prefer over you, you know. No matter how a giant you are, as I tell you, say, you know, there's two big clubs in this world, you know. Two of these biggest clubs, you know, are Real Madrid and Barcelona, you know. And when them come calling, you know, and if a player if Barca is going after a player and a player desire is to play for Real Madrid and Real Madrid come in a picture, then go choose Real Madrid. And if a Real Madrid go for one player and the player dream is to play for Barcelona and Barca come in the picture, then go choose Barcelona. That is how it is in Spain. That is how it works, especially in football. So Real Madrid is upset now. Say them all lose up on Rodri. Me glad. Sometimes that happen to them. Sometimes they say they can't catch everybody, they can't get everybody. Right? So what happened now? Based on some further information, it's like Barca now made a bid for Rodri. Must be 45 million plus add-ons. It's a 45 million plus add-ons for Rodri. You mad? When me read the news, oh, if you do that, remember saying, man, Gimerez left Newcastle for almost $80 million. 29-year-old baller left Newcastle for almost $80 million. Oh, if you have the former Ballon d'Or winner, and maybe the next Ballon d'Or winner too, only him Mbappe good at the connect for the Ballon d'Or for this year. Right? World Cup winner. You come talk about say you want 45 million plus 5. It come like Barcelona lead their head. Eh? How much they lead their head? Them go on until they lose the ball, I know. But it should be a baller one go Barcelona still. Maybe that's why them behave so. Should the ball time say, yo, I prefer come to Barcelona. So people, I just say thing there with Man City right now. Because they might lose Rodri. Me they hear them talk about Enzo from Chelsea. They talk about the winger, winger play on the left side for Chelsea, the Portuguese baller. Sorry about the camera, because my foot just touched and just shake the camera a while ago. Yeah, so him from Chelsea too. So them want some other players and because they want about 3 or 4 players from Chelsea as far as the rumors are. The rumor mill is circling around. Mariska want real Chelsea. What's as a footballer as going on? You see one manager at a club and him love certain type of ballers, them ballers the guard war for him. You see when him go on his club, if him can carry them with him, them always do that. That is how football is. You know, unless the players are committed to the club. But once they are unsettled, then go, most times not, then go leave. Brother, if football nice, me not lie. So just leave it in the comment section below. I want to think what is happening. I want to think, if you don't think Rajido left, go change your mind and go Real Madrid and go our Barcelona don't spend the money. I think they have to spend at least $70 or $80 million to get him. That is my opinion. That is my opinion. I think so they have to spend at least that to get him. I don't think they can just get him like that. Right? So, we shall see. We shall see. So, you don't know, like, share, and subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe. Any other you want to do it. Right? Touch the notification bell. That's when I make a video, you can get it. Share with your friend them in our community. But sometimes FNE. You know? And that we can share and build a community. Watch the video, share the videos. Alright? Love, peace, and respect. See you in the next one.